Aaron Jones. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
A pleasure to have you here. What are your combine memories? What was that like for you?
It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, a long process, but something I wouldn't trade for the world. A lot of long meetings, long doctor's visits, and by the time you get ready to compete, you're kind of tired, but you're an athlete, so you're there to compete, and it's time to go.
Yeah, I know. The early mornings, right? What time was the normal wake-up for you?
No, I think it was the day before we competed, drug test at like 3 a.m.
Come on.
Yeah.
Knock on the door, or do you had to set your phone yourself or something like that?
You got to set your phone yourself, or you're pretty much on your own schedule, so you'll be setting yourself back. You'll be at the end of the line and won't pretty much get to take your drug test if you were the last person in line. So
3 in the morning?
3 in the morning.
Come on. So, and yeah, I know that's the one thing that a lot of folks don't realize is that the on-field drills, that's the last thing you do. That is the absolute last thing that you do.
Oh, yes, definitely. A lot of psychological testing, just a whole bunch of testing.
What's the strangest question you were asked?
I don't think I got too many. Probably just, am I a cat or a dog?
Really? Which team asked you if you were a cat or a dog? Do you recall?
I do not recall, but it was on a lot of the psychological testing too, whether you're a cat or a dog.
Okay, well, I mean, it could be, dog would be the Browns, right?
Right.
Cat would be Jaguars, Panthers. There's a few cats out
I
there.
didn't even think about it like that.
Lion?
I think of it
Bengals?
in a
Bengals?
mentality. Are you?
So how did you answer?
I said I was a dog.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
That's how you got to answer.
Of course you are. I mean, you might like, drinking milk.
Taking naps.
Or if you say you're a cat, doesn't that say, I am just going to ignore you and walk away from you whenever I damn please, right? Dog means you are loyal.
You're loyal.
You are there.
Yes, sir.
Good for you.
Definitely.
That's the answer. That's part of the reason why I like Aaron Jones here on the show. And so what did you run your 40 in again?
Officially 4.53.
Okay.
On the screen it said 4.50, so that's what I stick with.
Right. Okay. And so when you were there, you met with McCarthy? Is that who you met with in the Packers room?
I met with, yes, sir. I met with the head coach, the GM, the offensive coordinator, the running back coach, the special teams coordinator. They're all sitting in one hotel room. They take out the beds in their desk, and you sit there and you have your meeting with them about 15 minutes, and it can go one of two ways. They can go in there and grill you on your college film, or they could compliment you and have you drawing up stuff on the board and just to see what you know and see your football IQ.
Yeah, again, Aaron Jones here on the Rich Eisen Show. For those who may not know, what you just described is the interviews take place in a hotel in Indianapolis that 51 other weeks of the year is there for tourists to come in with an indoor pool as well.
Definitely.
and you have to be careful that you don't walk into it, and that the interview rooms are just regular rooms that people stay in. They remove the beds. The headboards are still attached to the wall. It's a weird situation.
Oh, yeah. The whole setup is weird. It's the train station. I mean,
that's right.
When you walk in the hotel room, they give you earplugs, and they're like, hey, you might want to put these in at night.
That's right. It's near the
train comes through, so that's already waking you up.
Right, and then your 15 minutes with your team is up when somebody blows an air horn.
Air horn.
And then you get out, you look at a laminate around your neck to say which room am I going to next.
And you try to remember, so you're not so you're organized. You know which room you're going to, who you're meeting with. So.
And then they wake you up to pee in a cup at 3 a.m. and then have you work out an entire day, and then send you to the airport, and you're like, what the hell just happened?
Go on stage in front of the coaches, just in your spandex. It feels like a little meat market. I mean, you go on stage, they call out your height, weight, nothing but your spandex. I mean, I don't mind. I'm an athlete, so.
There you go. So you're flexing. You heard what I was asking earlier, if he was flexing back in his day. So.
I was on stage flexing hard.
I bet you were. I bet you were. Did you leave thinking that I think the Packers are going to take me if I'm there, or what?
I didn't know who was going to take me. At the time, I was like, I was just happy I had performed well. I felt like I had made a name for myself coming from UTEP. I felt like I was a kind of underdog, so not a lot of people knew about me. But after the combine, I felt like I left there. People at least knew a little bit about me or knew my name.
Well, they certainly know your name now, Aaron Jones. That's for damn sure. And the way that you are balling out, to me, if you don't mind me opinionating in front of you, you weren't used enough last year. How would you respond to something like that statement?
I respond to that as I'm just ready when my number's called. Coach told me go get in the game. I go get in the game and I make the most of every opportunity I get. And I think that's what everybody should do. And when you don't know when your next snap's going to come, when you try to make the best of every opportunity. And you're playing balls to the wall. Excuse my language. Balls to the wall.
No, you're talking about footballs, Dukes. No, but by the way, we're clapping for a very politically correct answer over there. You know, very good job. You're very good at that part of the game too. Look, I mean, because to me, everyone was talking about Rodgers needing to have some sort of pressure removed offensively. You're the guy that can come out of the backfield. You can catch it. We saw what you did against Seattle. What was it like in the huddle with Aaron Rodgers towards the end of the McCarthy stay there? Was it as uncomfortable as it was reported to be at all?
No, it was never uncomfortable. Anytime I have been there, I mean, I'm not in the headset, so I don't know what's being said and communicated in the quarterback's headset. But I know, at least in the huddle for us, it was never uncomfortable. It was always clear cut what we were gonna do, and we go up to the line, and if it's a bad look, we're gonna audible it out of the bad look, and it's something we practiced all week.
So what is Aaron Rodgers' relationship with you? What does he say to you? What do you say to him?
Oh, I love Aaron. I mean, he's a great guy. He's a leader. He just comes in. He makes sure everybody's in the right mood. Like, he's getting you in the right mood. If you come in, see you down, he's gonna joke with you, try to pick you up. He'll just stop by and say, "How you doing today?" Just little things, and if the best player on your team can do that, anybody else can do that.
Nick, what do you mean by pick you up? Like, he sees if you're down or something like that, or low energy or something? Like, give me an example.
I mean, nobody wants to come into work every day. People are gonna have their days where they don't want to come in, and I know Aaron has a sixth sense, and he can sense that, and he'll come over there, "Hey, let's go. It's okay, blah blah blah," or we'll be on the field and we'll stall the drive, and he'll come out and he'll get down on his knee, and he'll be like, "All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go down." I recall Dallas. My rookie year, I think it was like a minute left in the game. Comes down, gets in the huddle, gets on the knee. He said, "All right, yards over, timeouts, getting out of bounds, get yards first. Till the clock gets down. We're gonna come out and we're gonna win this game. We're gonna drive down and we're gonna win this game." And throws it back shoulder to Devontae Adams, and we win the game.
Was this the playoff game that you were referring to?
No, this was during the regular season, 2017. Okay. Yes, sir.
That's got to mean something when he comes in and he's basically say, "This is what we're going to do," and then you go ahead and do it.
Oh yes, sir. I mean, I never once doubted him when he came in the huddle and said that. Never once.
Right. Have you had a conversation with your new head coach?
I actually did. Yes, sir.
Okay. What did Matt LaFleur tell you?
No. You're just saying what kind of schemes they use. Very similar to Tennessee and what they do, and they incorporate the backs and they use the backs and. Likes to be balanced, run, play action, run game. So I'm very excited.
So the way that we saw Dion Lewis employed, or the way that we saw Derrick Henry employed, is the way that you're going to be employed.
He didn't really give me either one, but okay. I've seen the way he used both, and I've seen previously in Atlanta the way he used Tevin Coleman and Devontae Freeman, and so that just excites me. Like he knows how to use running backs, and everybody knows. Don't get me wrong, everybody knows how to use running backs, but you see him use the two running back system, and he's like, "Okay, you're cut for this, you're cut for that." And
I'm just trying to get a sense of what's your goal for next year then. I mean, because again, you had what I would think is a breakout. To me, and again, I'll tell you what I've been saying here. You know, the way that you were employed, the way that you looked as well, you reminded me in a way of what I was seeing from Kareem Hunt on the field, obviously. That what I saw from him out of the Chiefs, I'm like, that's that guy. He can be that guy for the Packers. Do you see yourself as that guy?
Yes, sir. I feel like I'm very similar to him, as well as Kamara. I feel like our games are a little bit of the same. We can as well stretch the field and catch the ball out of the backfield as well. So I agree. I feel like I'm.
So what is your goal then? I mean, for the Packers?
My goal is to help us get back in the playoffs and make it to the Super Bowl. That's the main goal if you're playing this game.
Statistically, what do you think?
Statistically,
for you personally?
Me personally, I want to lead the league in rushing. I want to lead the league in yards per carry. I want to lead the league in touchdowns.
You know that obviously how difficult that is, obviously, or let's put it this way, challenging.
Yes, sir.
That is. Who do you reach out to on that front for guidance? Who is there any colleagues that you have around the league or something like that?
No, God. I mean, everything I do is through God. So, I mean, my parents, I'll reach out to them. My brother, I have a twin brother who plays. Reach out to him.
Alvin, right?
Yes, sir, Alvin.
He's a linebacker in Baltimore.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you have a youth football camp with Alvin as well, right? Over 1,200 kids attended it over 2 days last year.
Yes, sir.
At the Sun Bowl. You're all about El Paso, huh?
Yes, sir. That's home. That's home. I love El Paso. That's home for me.
Have you met Beto O'Rourke? Have you met him?
I met him when I was in high school once, but not recently.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's okay. Just want to know if you've. I mean, he's like kind of Mr. El Paso right now, along with you and your brother. And you were a Salute to Service nominee. What did you do with the Salute to Service program with the Packers?
Oh, well, both of my parents are retired military, and I've just spent a lot of time giving back to the military. And so when that's a part of what that award is, just giving your time and things you've done for military. And so the military is, I've grown up. My dad did 29 years, my mom did 27. And so I've grown up in a military background, done so many things, gone to PT and with my dad and so many different things. So military is a big for me, and I just want to thank them for their service. And
last one for you. You trained for the draft with Mahomes. Is that a fact?
Yes,
Patrick
sir.
Mahomes?
Yes, sir. We have the same agent.
Okay. And you drove to his pro day? I'm trying to figure out what this is all about. To Patrick's pro day?
Yes, sir, I did. Me and Pat are boys, and we were in it together, going through the whole combine process, and we were putting in that work together. And my pro day came a couple days right after the combine, so I was just training. I had free time, so I was like.
So you were catching balls from him? Or he's getting you ready, and you getting him ready?
Yes, sir.
Were any of them no look passes?
Nah, he didn't throw none. He's shown he could do it out there, but I didn't catch any from him.
Not from how about left-handed? Did you throw one left-handed to you? at any point?
He has thrown left-handed. I have seen him do that.
Oh my gosh, what a year! And what a year for you too, man. I'm very pleased for you and to see what you've done on the football field and what the future. You're a crucial component in my mind for what the Green Bay Packers are going to do.
Yes, sir.
Come this year. Any talk at all in any Packers circles? No, I'm not talking management about Antonio Brown. Any conversation?
No, I mean the conversation you see on Twitter from the fans and people who want him there, but no.
Nobody in the locker room saying about 84.
No, sir. I mean,
there's no text exchange with you or any of your your teammates talking about Antonio Brown.
No, sir.
I had to ask, right, Chris?
You did a good job.
I had to.
You had to.
Okay.
He would look great in Green Bay, though, right?
What would you think of him as a teammate?
I mean, he's a great player. I love to play with AB. I mean, he's a playmaker, and the more playmakers you can get on one team, the better it'll be.
Him, Devontae Adams, you, Aaron Rodgers at the controls with the new coach.
Devontae Adams is very slept on. He is very slept on.
What do you mean by that?
I feel like a lot of people don't give him his respect as they do a lot of the other receivers across the league. He's more of a quiet guy. He stays to himself. I mean, you'll see him make a catch and he'll show himself a little bit, but he's not out there as everybody else is, and so I feel like he doesn't get the respect as everybody else does.
Because he's not a chest pounder or anything like that?
He'll let you know when he makes a play, but he's not, hey, I'm this, that, and that. So
Okay. Well, look, man, come here anytime at Showtime with a Y _33 on Twitter and also Instagram.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.